Have you ever wished there was an undo button for something you said? Like when we send a text, sometimes we get a few seconds to unsend it. But our spoken words don't come with an undo button. Like a computer. Click one button and it's gone. It's all gone. You don't have to worry about it no more, right? No one remembers it. No feelings are hurt. No damage is done. But life doesn't work that way. Once the words leave our mouths, we can't take them back. We can apologize. We can ask for forgiveness. And thank God forgiveness is possible. But sometimes the memory of those words, they stay with people for a very long time. James tells us in chapter 3, consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. Think about that. A massive forest destroyed by something so incredibly small. Yeah, that's what our words can do. One careless sentence, one angry outburst, one sarcastic moment, one moment of gossip. It can spread farther than we could ever imagine. And here's the scary part. Most forest fires don't start because somebody intended to destroy the forest. Sometimes it only takes one careless spark. And I think that's true with our words too. Most people don't think waking up and to say, today I'm going to hurt someone. But we get frustrated. We're tired. We're stressed. We speak before we pray. We react before we think. And suddenly, the damage is done. I wonder how many relationships could have been saved if someone simply paused for 5 seconds before speaking. Proverbs tells us the one who guards his mouth preserves his life. See, guarding our mouth isn't about staying silent all the time. It's about recognizing the power God has placed in our words. Before we speak, we have a choice. Will I throw gas on this situation? Or will I bring peace? Will I add fuel to the fire? Or will I help put it out? One of the things I always remind myself is this. If what you're about to say doesn't elevate someone, don't say it. Not because every conversation has to be easy. Sometimes love requires a difficult truth. But even truth can be spoken in kindness. So today, before you respond, before you send the text, before you hit post, pause for just a moment and ask yourself, will these words start a fire or will they bring peace? Because once our words leave our mouths, we can't call them back. But we can choose them wisely before we ever speak. So before we go today, remember this. Every conversation is an opportunity to reflect the heart of Jesus. So before you speak, pause and ask yourself, will these words bring life or will they bring death? And never forget, if what you're about to say doesn't elevate, don't say it. I'll see you next time. And until then, keep walking in grace because God, He's still writing your story. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.